Hello. Hello. Guys, is my mic fine? Hello? Wait, I need to check. Is my microphone fine? Hello? Wait, yeah, my mic is fine. Louder? I can be a bit louder. Okay, no, that's a bit much. Sorry. That's a bit much. Thank you. Hi, Ellie. Welcome. Hi. Hello. Fresca. Hello. Robot, howdy. Welcome, guys. Hello. Hi, Shadow. Jesus Christ. Yeah, because Fresca asked to be a bit louder, so I just turned up my mic like this, and then like it was really loud for a little bit. How loud is that actually? I want to check. Wait, guys, cover your ears. Wait. Check. Wait, guys, cover your ears. Wait. Okay, Jesus Christ, that is that is loud. I didn't think it'd actually be that loud. That's funny. That's funny. Also, YouTube chat. I forgot to. Sorry, YouTube chat. Wait, I forgot to pull you guys up. I'll stop doing that. I'm sorry. Hello, Monia. Hello. How do you pronounce that? Monia? Like pneumonia? Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. I forgot to change stream title before starting stream. So it's changed now. But when I started stream, it was a birthday. So like it's birthday. It says birthday, but it's not. My birthday was last week. It was exactly 7 days ago. Back aches. God, it catches me off guard every time. I stopped doing it though. I've stopped doing it. Guys, hello, welcome YouTube chat. Let me add you guys over on first off, let me hello, there we go. Let me do this. Second, I need to add it as always on OBS because you guys know how it is. Because for some reason it just never saves on OBS. And that should be... There we go. There we go. What are we gonna do today? Good question. Hello, Uranium. Welcome. Hello. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Meow. Thank you, Kara Meow G9B. Thank you for the late happy birthday wishes which was last week. Thank you guys. Most genius kidnapping in history video. I might actually do that. We're gonna watch some video, guys. First off, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hello, welcome everyone to the weekly stream that happens once every week. First off, second off, coffee. Third off, how you guys doing? It's good to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're all doing well. Hope your weekend went well. Hope you guys went on a trip. You went hiking. You touched some grass and didn't stay cooked up in your room like I did. Hope you guys didn't receive assignments to do yesterday, which you had to finish yesterday. So hope you guys are going. Grass touched me. Some of us just are that desperate, aren't we? Like, I don't doubt some people would be like, if a tree made the first move on them, they'd accept. I guess to that point, man. I've seen people at that point. VisiPop will work on the 9th episode of Amazing Digital. So who's VisiPop? Is that the person that made Is VisiPop the person that made thingy, the bad show? Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel? Yeah. What do we do today? We're gonna watch some videos first because I haven't reacted to some stuff in a while. And apparently, like, me watching Breaking Bad doesn't give me enough views on YouTube. But whenever I post anything other than Breaking Bad or JJK, like, people start watching it again, and I'm like, okay, well, bet. I'll just watch stuff then. But then we're gonna play some games, and I am not sure what I want to play. There's a few games that we're gonna have to finish before we actually start playing new games. So one of them that I want to finish is FNV, Fallout New Vegas. I also want to finish Fallen Hero. Probably on stream, because if it's not on stream, then I probably won't play it, even though I want to. But the problem with Fallen Hero is that it's just reading. So it's just me sitting here and reading for most of the stream. And it's not even like a visual novel, it's just reading a book. And then also Lies of P. Those are all the ones that we gotta finish. The problem with Fallen Hero is that I actually like it. I actually really like the game, but it's not like a stream. Like it's hard to stream it. It's hard to stream it. Will he disappear on the 25th of May? I hope not. Don't listen to his forked tongue. What did Fresca say? She came in with a filter, disappeared. Oh wait, yeah, true. You do music? Not really.
RNG Neko U has entered black space.
Excuse me? Oh, hi. I need to do the... I need to have like a little emote with the hand of like like the you guys know the one? Master of Fapality. Hello. Bottom? Excuse you. Rude.
It's time to drink water.
I gotta drink water. I want to drink coffee though. I have like a whole cup of coffee. Cool model, dude. Thank you. I made it myself. Also, Monia, I do not do music. I tried doing it before, but learning like music software is like a bit tricky. I've tried it like once or twice before and only got like minimally far. So I've tried, but I wasn't able to. I want to start playing bass though. I've like a few months back, I was like, I really want to start playing bass guitar, but I don't have a bass guitar. So I gotta buy one. But the problem with that is that I gotta buy one. And it's not cheap. At least where I live. Like a good, decent bass guitar and just the guitar itself with like no extra thingies is like 200. It's like 200 clams that I gotta fork over. And that, again, that's excluding like something to lay it on, like the travel bag, whatever you call that. Like you don't need it, but you know, Fapality, yeah, I don't know where these people come from. Call me Orange. Orangey Neko. Ah, I see where that name comes from. Thingies? What? Orange. I want Orangussi. Oh my god. The chillest orange cat. So Garfield. So Garfield. Guys, no one answered me. How are you guys doing today? I feel very offended that no one answered that. Like I asked chat, how are you guys doing? And literally in silence. No one said anything. No one, everyone is like depressed. I feel kind of a pee-pee. I mean, kinda.
My back hurts. That's how I.
Ah, of course. Yeah, you said that earlier. If everyone just jumps and the earth dies. That's not how that works. Vsauce made a video on it. I remember that. You're jorking Fapality? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Fapality? Fap? Master. No, I don't. Oh, wait. No, that's weird. No, I can't go calling around the random chatter master. That's... Yeah, you guys are gonna have to... You'd have to pay for that. No. 500 bits and I'll call someone master. Assignments and midterms are over. Well, good for you, Orange. Mine are just getting started. I got like 3 or not essays, but like I got 3 projects, 3 assignments that I had to finish yet. Or not finish, but I finished one of them yesterday. I was like, oh god, I got 3 assignments to do. Okay, let me just do this. And I finished one yesterday. I still gotta like do 2. Hi Yusef, hello. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Hope you guys are doing great. What are we playing today? We're either playing Fallout New Vegas, Lies of P, or if I feel like playing something else after we watch a few videos, then literally anything else. Persona 5 Royal, Omori, Outer Wilds, Bomb Rush, Cyberpunk, Terraria, Minecraft, League. I'm not playing League. Ew. Crow Country. We could speedrun Crow Country, Slay the Spire. Maybe Night Rain. Maybe we could play Night Rain. Celeste is another game I gotta finish. Roblox would be fun. Cult of the Lamb. Fallen Hero. FTL. We haven't played FTL in like a really long time. Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain, maybe not. Mini Ninjas I'm playing on my free time. My girlfriend got that for me, and I've actually been enjoying it. It's like a really old Wii game. Stardew? Nah, not Stardew. Ultra Kill could be kind of cool. I need to P rank some of the levels, because I haven't gotten all of the bosses on Ultra Kill. Like the secret bosses. Oh god, I remember I downloaded Warframe. Oh, yeah, I'm not playing Warframe on stream. Hell no. Ace Combat, I'm not playing that on stream. Rome 2, I'm not playing that on stream. Chrono Arc is one that I gotta start on, or I've started it, but we could play on stream. Warhammer Space Marine 2, probably couldn't run that while streaming. Deadlock, and Skyrim, and finally Rogue Trader. Those are all of the games. Those are all of the games. Yeah, Roblox. Yeah. It's like out of the bajillion games that I have, Roblox is the one that stands out. I'm Fapsalot, one of the Knights of the Round Table, but you can call me Jerkulus von Fappenstein. I'm not remembering all that. I ain't remembering all that. Absolutely not. Reminded me of the 2 Knights of the Round Table that on that the round table that have massive gay energy in the folklore, apparently. What? That's a lot of unfinished games. It is a lot of unfinished games. I just started catching up on Warframe again. I remember like when I stopped playing Warframe, it was back when I just unlocked Prime Wisp. It was like the one Warframe that I really wanted. It was like the one reason I was playing the game. I was like, I really want to get Wisp. And then I got Wisp. And then I had no reason to play the game, and so I uninstalled it. I was like, yeah, let's go, I got Wisp. It took me like a million hours to get this thing. And then I just stopped playing it because I had what I wanted. It's like the same thing that happens whenever I play any gacha game. Like a new gacha game comes out, I play it for like a month, maybe 2 months if I really like it. And then I get all the characters that I want, and I'm like, okay, I think we should stop here. I don't feel like playing. Hi, Knight. Hello. Hello, Des. Hello, Des. I'm playing Roblox. We were not playing LOL. We're not playing League again. Yeah, no, I'm not. Don't worry, Yusuf. I'll still enjoy seeing you play Chrono Arc. Oh, I know, Ellie. Don't worry. I'll probably play it on stream, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Playing Roblox for a year. A year? I don't have any primes. Yeah, I only have one prime, which is Wisp. And it's so bad, even ads are struggling. Oh no. This time it's not even me. It's not even my fault. Cult of the Lamb or Roblox would be kind of good to see. I mean, Cult of the Lamb we played when I first got it, and it was fun, but I kind of expected more out of the game, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't bad, but I just expected more, I guess. But we are watching stuff. We're gonna watch stuff. We're gonna watch stuff, guys. We're gonna watch stuff. When you're in 3 months, that's kind of crazy. We're gonna watch some stuff. What's your favorite Pokemon? Mine? Mimikyu. Mimikyu. I'm sorry. It's just, if you think that there is a cooler / better Pokemon, you're just wrong. Mimikyu does jack in the games. But it just, he's just the best. He's just the coolest Pokemon, man. You cannot try to convince me that Mimikyu isn't the coolest thing like that exists. You cannot convince me that he's not so cool, bro. Real, exactly. Let me, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'll do. The hell is Mimikyu? Mimikyu is basically like that fake Pikachu that uses, like a cosplay. He uses it's the Pikachu that uses the Pikachu cosplay, but he's not a Pikachu. Mimikyu's my favorite as well. I have a plushie on my bed of him. Bro, Mimikyu is so cool. Are you kidding? Wait, Reshiram? What's the one? Reshiram. What is that one? Oh, it's this one from, what was this from? From White, right? This was from Pokemon White. I didn't play White or Black. I played Ruby. I played Sapphire. I played Fire. I played Emerald. And I haven't played any of the, like, the current Pokemon games. Because they're all, like, on the Switch, and I just don't like playing on the Switch. White Dragon. Yeah. But, I mean, that's kind of just very basic. Like, oh, he's the coolest one. I actually prefer Zekrom. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd actually prefer Zekrom. Also, the fact that you're calling it the Dragon Mommy, I know what you are. I know you've seen the animations. I know what you are. So, you like Timu Pikachu? No, Mimikyu is not Timu Pikachu. Look. I'll show you. It is not Timu Pikachu. What? What is this? Wait. What is this? What is this? Hold on. What is this? What is that thing? What? Catch Pokemon? What? What is this? How much time to watch videos? Depends. Depends on the videos that we watch. I have a few videos that I want to watch. We might watch the one that Ellie told us to watch, and then, but before that, there's a video that I want to watch. There is already a video that I want to watch. The most genius kidnapping in history. This is the one. Let me open this one. Let me see how long this one is. How long is this video? Half an hour? We might, maybe. Maybe. I don't even play Pokemon games. I collect cards. I don't do any of that. I don't collect cards. Want to watch JJK videos? If you want to watch JJK videos, not to suck my own penis, but I have most of the episodes of season 3 uploaded on YouTube. If you want to check that out, it's me reacting to JJK season 3. It's on my YouTube. The only episode I haven't reacted to is episode 12 because episode 12 isn't out, but the rest is up on my YouTube if you want to check out my YouTube and give me money. You will be doing the most random stuff. What happened? Oh, you mean the Mimikyu thing? Yeah, I don't know what this is, but this looks kind of cool. 151 Pokemon caught. I don't know what this is. Search to catch river crab Pokemon. Oh, that's the Pokemon. That's that one. I know that one. Krabby. I found it. Guys, I found it. You search and catch it. Oh. Well, I forgot about its name. Very on the nose, eh? We know you suck your own thing. I'm not actually, I'm not flexible enough. I've tried, but I've nearly been able to, but why am I talking about this on stream? I just realized. Anyway, we're gonna watch some videos, guys. Let's pause this, right? Because we got a few videos I want to watch. You have tried? I mean, yeah. Megumi uses domain in episode 11 or 12. Yeah, episode 12 isn't out yet. He uses it in episode 10, and then it shows on 11. Which Pokemon you can catch. I don't remember the name. Krabby. I forgore the name. Krabby. I found it. I don't have a choice now. I got it! Wow. Wow. That was really something. Not a single sound effect. Also, before we actually watch the videos that I want to watch, you guys remember this? I remember, like, I got like a video recommended, and you guys know Anna Music? You guys remember this? Because I remember as a kid, my parents had this one CD that I could never remember the name of. And I just have this one very specific memory of when I was like 3, 4, or 5 years old. And I was sitting in front of the TV and I was watching this. And it was like really uncanny and I was scared of it. But for some reason I was just like drawn to it. You guys know what this is? Please tell me I'm not the only one that knows about this. Does anyone know about this? It goes really hard. Never seen this. There was another one as well, which is, it should be on my things. It's this one. This is my favorite song out of all of them. But the one that I specifically remember watching is this one. This is the one that I specifically remember watching as a kid. Low-key uncanny. Here's the thing. That is probably what scared me as a kid. It's really uncanny. Now I'm gonna go on a whole tangent here because I found this yesterday and I went on like a whole rabbit hole trying to remember what this was. So this is I'm gonna leave this playing on the background. What this is a compilation of I think 6 different animations made back in like 1990 or like the early 2000s when computer animation started picking up. And this is, by the way, this is back when Pixar was animating Monsters Inc. and like Toy Story 1. So that's why the animation is like kind of like on that. If you go watch those two, you'll notice that some of the things have like this pinkish hue like this. I don't know if it, like I don't really know how to explain it, but it has this uncanniness to it. And I thought it was really cool because it is just like the same program that they use to animate those kinds of things. And fun fact, it would be very tedious to animate every single little like frame, right? Because the way animation works is you have these things called keyframes, and each keyframe corresponds to a specific frame, right? And the way you typically do music in animation is you have a song, and then if you want a character, for example, to play that song, you need to go every second of that song and put a keyframe. So like for example, if a character like hits a drum, you need a keyframe on the exact second that the drum is played, and you have to have the animation hit the drum on that frame. It's really tedious to do. It's also very precise. But the 2 guys that worked on Animusic, 2 guys made all of this, by the way. They wrote a program that basically let them just insert the song into this program that they did, and it would animate itself. So not only did they save a bunch of time with that, but all of the notes that the robots are playing here are the actual notes. Which is really cool. And obviously, like, a lot of these instruments don't exist, right? You'll see these things in a sec, like this here. Like, these don't exist, but these are just like these are just like the equivalent of like bass guitars, right? And stuff. But it's all like accurate. It is all accurate, which is so sick. And yeah, I just went like on this whole tangent yesterday, remembering these. And some of the music go kind of hard. Some of the music is kind of good. But yeah, it's like really uncanny because it's really old animation and it moves kind of weird as well. I think the colors reminds me of that one Courage the Dog episode. Which one? Like, look at this. This is so sick. But yeah, it's really uncanny. Like, it does kind of weird me out a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Really funny that you just randomly had to pull this poll on hand. I don't know. I found a video showed up on my recommended and I was like, wait, that looks kind of familiar. So I watched it and I watched like, the whole thing. I was like, oh wait, I remember this. This is from my childhood. It was really weird because I just had like a memory unlock. It was really cool. Searched for a little too much. I went on like a 2-3 hour rabbit hole trying to look up this thing. But yeah, it's really uncanny, which is also kind of the reason why I love it so much, because it has the exact same vibe as Monsters Inc. Wait, can I watch the full movie? Oh my god, there's the full movie. I want to like just get like a random scene so that you guys can like kind of see. Yeah, you see like this orange hue, or not orange, but like the like a pinkish kind of something's not entirely right. You know? Wazowski. You know what I'm talking about? It's really cool. It's really cool. And as someone who studies animation and is very into this kind of thing, just going down that rabbit hole was really weird because it just kind of started unlocking things in my mind, and I was like, oh wait, this kind of freaked me out as a kid. Yeah, and I don't know why, but yeah, it was really interesting to learn about. But look at this, man. You like start noticing how not every, like some things are just not quite right. And like some things look like really smooth and stuff. I don't even know how to describe it. You want to watch JJK videos? Not really. Want to watch, this isn't even what I wanted to watch. What I wanted to watch was a Maxor video. Cause I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3. And I remembered, oh wait, Maxor made a video on this, and I don't think I ever watched it. I did not watch 15 minutes of this thing. I watched like maybe 4 minutes. But I was like, oh, I watched like the first 4-ish minutes, but I was like, oh wait, I really want to watch this on stream because this is making me laugh. So this is one thing that I want to watch today. Baldur's Gate 3 review. I cast Bullet. This looks really funny. And as you all know, I'm a big fan of Maxor, so go look up the Animusic channel, and one of the results predates the remasters on YouTube. It's over an hour long and has 0 views. What? Is that real? It kind of feels like Monster Inc. slander. No, but like that is the absolute last thing that I was trying to do. I love Monsters Inc. It's just kind of like it's really weird to compare current animation with old animation, and you kind of start to notice some things with like, oh, this is like the same program and everything, right? Which is why some of the things looked the way they did. So I just find it really interesting. It's a good reference for how far we were then and now. Exactly, yeah. It's like it's really good. I like comparing the two because I find it really interesting. Published videos on YouTube 8 years ago now. What? Just looked up Animusic, and it was the third result, maybe lower. More of that channel. Oh, interesting. I might check it out in my free time, but I just wanted to show that because I thought it was really interesting. But yeah, we're gonna watch Maxor's Baldur's Gate 3's review. Let's go.
This video is going to spoil
Oh my god.
the entire game. Baldur's Gate 3 is possibly the funniest game ever made.
Oh my god, it is it's already lagging. Oh no. This is like 20 minutes long. I'll try not to pause much, but oh no, I can already tell this is gonna be a ride. Also, let me make this like full screen. There we go.
I do not think it actually intends to be, because it's actually trying to be really gay, taking place in a fantasy world with
Facts!
four adult friends
So true!
on the same day. This game faithfully and hilariously recreates the D&D experience, all the way down to watching your friends paint the entire ground of their camp with your combustible blood, which turns out
Yeah.
is the fuse for a bomb. And that is just the beginning of the absolute
He has a gun. Dude, listen. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3, and the first time I played it, I actually uninstalled the game because I pirated it, and I was like, I cannot get over this camera. I'm sorry, this camera's some dog. And then I tried it again a few months later, and I was like, oh my god, this camera is dog, and I died, and I did it again. But then a friend of mine got Baldur's Gate for me a couple of months back, like 2-3 months back. And for the first like 5 to 10 hours, I hated it. I still hated the camera, but now I'm at a point where I'm like 70 plus hours in, and I just cannot stop playing this game because it is just so good.
that this game has to offer. Because in the world of Baldur's Gate, anything is possible, and everything is determined via dice roll.
Yeah,
And yes,
dude, bro, I'm sorry. There is so much in this game that you can do that just trying to explain it would not do it justice. There is so much that you can do in this game. It is scary.
does determine whether or not you're going to be transformed into cats 4 turns before the building explodes. I think this is the best game ever made. I'm not even exaggerating. But before beginning
Pipe
our
bomb.
amazing adventures, we have to choose our characters very carefully. We've got Astarion, the Dark Earl.
Did he do the Riz face? The first time I played, I actually did a Dark Urge, but that was back when like I couldn't bear to look at the camera. So this time I'm actually doing like a custom character who's also just so happens to be a Dragonborn because Scalies.
Urge, Squid Game Huggy Wuggy, all the customization you can think of for my human male fighter. But today we're going to be playing as Ongyat Riz King.
Ongyat Riz King. Also, I also put a lot of points into charisma because that is so funny when you get the option to use charisma in dialogue to just do some BSery. It's so funny.
Unnatural.
Oh, good night, Orange. Thanks for stopping by.
Charisma is so powerful that I convinced a boss to kill his minions, to kill his dog.
Oh my god, I did this! Wait, I did this! I actually did this! I convinced this. I wasn't able to convince the boss, or I'll let him finish.
Kill himself. Then
Yeah.
convinced him to join me against the forces of Satan 30 hours after I sent him to
Yeah, so you can this boss, you can convince him to kill his minions, his dog, and then himself if your charisma's high enough. I wasn't able to convince him of the last thing, but I was able to like I was able to get him to destroy everything else, which was really cool.
Coincidentally, Ongyat Riz King is not a smart man. My playthrough was classified as morally ambiguous because I usually did the right thing very badly. You're probably wondering right about now, Maxor, why are you speaking to a sentient rat in hell? That is a good question with a very bad answer. I thought it would be really funny.
I haven't done the House of Hope yet. That is like one of the last things that I have to do, but I'm not at the right level yet because whenever I try to enter the portal, it just says, "Are you sure that you want to do this?" Because it's not gonna be fun. You want to watch JJK videos? I don't want to JJK videos.
Sell my soul to Lucifer and then break into his house, kill his incubus that he uses to have sex with himself, steal my soul back along
As
with
you do.
everything worth money, which is the real reason that I'm here. Make a break for it just in time to get caught and be forced to kill Satan, who, by the way, has 666 HP and sings about how he's going to kill you like a Disney villain.
Yeah, I think so far he's like the character that has the most amount of HP. which is another reason why I really do not feel like fighting him. He is so tanky.
Ethical course of action. Maybe, but in retrospect, I did not think I would get caught. So, on top of his immaculate Riz and dubious ethical success, the most important detail of On God Riz King is that he is a wild magic sorcerer, which is
A
definitely
what?
a class to choose. Imagine for a moment that you and your 20 allies.
Oh my god, this boss, bro. Oh my god. No joke, I spent like an hour on this boss. This is Cazador. He is so... Bro, this boss is such an ass. This boss is so awful.
When me and the fellas cast a swarm of bees, black tentacles, and a goopy fart cloud, which killed your entire team before you were able to see anything. I call this strategy the fucked up hentai. Now,
What?
if that was to hypothetically happen, you would theoretically accuse me of a lot of bullshit. To which I would respond, yes, officer, I did just disintegrate that child. And what's more,
Yes.
I have committed crimes you can't even charge me for. Say hello to the spell Feign Death, which works by placing your allies into a coma. This,
What?
I would argue, is not a very useful spell. But if I were
what?
to say, give all my money away to a lucky merchant, then he would trust me enough to initiate nap time. And after carefully concealing my presence in a conspicuous dark blob, I will be able to steal my money back plus interest. And what's more, I get a
What?
fucking discount next time I show up. Is combat requiring just
Wait, you can do that? I actually tried putting that guy to sleep once because he doesn't have that much HP, so you can just use sleep on him. But for some reason, it just didn't work. I didn't even think about using Feign Death. That's awesome. I don't think I have a character with Feign Death because it just sounds like it's such a useless spell. Hi lag, hello. Welcome. Hope you have a great day. Thank you.
Are you perhaps getting tired of taking any damage? Then, my friend, look no further than the Globe of Invulnerability, which does exactly...
Oh my god, this thing, dude.
too well. The only caveat being that the invulnerability happens to work on enemies, and they tend to see invulnerability as an advantage. Meaning literally every fight that I use it in devolves into the funny friendship circle.
The funny
For instance,
friendship
that
circle.
You are an enemy whose entire purpose is to
Bye-bye, lag.
if you happen to wander into the Orb of Comedy, you would be forced
The
to
Orb of
unsuccessfully
Comedy?
activate your bomb vest 20 times in a row.
Who is this?
Pray for a death that I cannot provide you.
Is this all in the House of Hope? I don't remember. I don't remember what seeing this.
Honestly, if you're creative enough, you don't even have to play most combat encounters. I once fought a boss that began every fight by instantly killing me. Now, most normal people in this situation would reload the game, try some other quests.
What did that say? Wait a minute. Hold on. What did that say? I saw that. On God risking. Oh my god.
Try some other quests. Literally anything that uses your brain. But I am not normal people. I'm autistic.
I'm
How else do you think this
autistic.
video gets made? The neurotypicals couldn't do this shit. So instead, we are going to cleverly sneak up on him with my entire party, then cast fear on him.
Yeah, this is like one of the things. I know this guy, this Baltazar fella here. I didn't even know that you could do this. I didn't even know that he could show up in this place. Because what happens is you go to a dungeon, right? And he's there and he's like, I need your help to get into this place. And I got into that place without even knowing that Baltazar was there. I got into this place without even talking to him on the outside. So I killed him later. Because I freed her. I freed like the person that's in the middle there. And he was like, what have you done? And he got mad at me. And I was like, I didn't even know you were here. So I killed him.
The man to flee while me and the fellows beat him to death with hammers. Another time, I was stuck in a difficult combat encounter with an invincible doom spider, at which point I transformed him into a more reasonable animal and forgot about him for the rest of the fight. Of course, magic doesn't always have to be used for combat or stealing.
Disintegrate.
Sometimes it can be used for productive things like remote detonation. Imagine
Oh
for a
my
moment that you
God.
were tasked with solving a murder because the elephant police are being racist. Not against non-elephants, mind you, just immigrants. My guy is
Oh yeah, I remember this guy. I killed this guy like yesterday when I was playing. Because I had to join the Myrtle Tribunal to complete a quest. And they captured this elephant thing and they were like, kill this thing. I was like, okay, bet, and I did because it pissed me off.
You would be able to quickly resolve this situation by performing necromancy and asking the murder victim who killed them.
That's what I did. I did that.
Kill everyone in the goblin camp without conventional methods. I could simply cast Speak with Animals and gently convince the local spiders to begin an arachnid race war. In fact,
what?
you can use this on any animal in the game, including threatening rats into revealing their cheese location.
What? What? There's so. Oh my god. There's so much going on in this Maxor video, man. As per usual,
Or the
bro.
cat that narrates like a noir detective. Although I do think it is very strange that I don't have to cast it before speaking to gnomes. But honestly, out of all the magical items you can obtain in this game, my favorite was definitely the Gamer Sups energy drinks. Character enough energy to leap 50 feet through the air.
That's lean. That's lean.
Per turn. It gets mailed to you as this cool alchemy powder so you can save on gold and craft
Flour.
it into useful consumables. GamerSups has all kinds of cool spells like Grandma's Ashes, Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000, and my personal favorite, Lean. These are
Lean.
actual flavor names.
These are actual flavors.
An official Maxor cup. This is not the official Maxor cup.
Bro, I would kill to have a Gamer Sups sponsorship. Can you imagine? Can you imagine me having my own cup? Bro, I would just draw my model with huge bazonkers. You have no idea.
Boobs on it. But if you want other cups with boobs on them, you can find the shop for them here.
That's what I said.
Description Alley, right next to the subscribe store. And use code MAXOR for 10% off all spells. I am not responsible for what comes after.
Spread your ass open, dude.
What?
The rump shaker, huh?
Dude, this car kicks ass, and I can watch Madagascar while I'm driving.
Jesus fucking Christ. Just saw
What is happening?
Walgreens. One wizard cast a bullet at the other and stole his magical herbs. Turns out Gale wasn't actually.
What?
Or maybe now he is. Wizarding life truly is amazing out here in Pennsylvania. Because when you join the Wild Magic Gang, you aren't just making a character. You're making a mistake. Wild Magic sorcerers have a random chance to select an effect from a list of 100.
Okay, am I stupid, or is Wild Magic Sorcerer a mod? Because I do not remember seeing this thing.
As long as you install
Then again, I also didn't play Wizard, so.
a mod that adds 80. Every spell my character cast was a guarantee that something will happen, and whether or not I wanted that to happen is a different story. Consider the scenario that you and your heroic party are desperately trying to escape an underwater prison. And
Oh my god, this thing.
This time it wasn't for bestiality. It was for hate crimes. You have 5 turns to escape before your character reenacts the Titanic. This is when you make the critical mistake of casting a spell.
Casting a spell. Dude, this underwater prison bit here was so stressful because you have to save like 10 different people in like the entire prison, and you only have 6 turns to do it, which is not a lot. And they are so far away from you, and there are multiple enemies spawning at all times. It's so funny.
Effect of lock all doors. Magically transform
Wild Magic Sorcerer is base game. Oh, I didn't know that.
this exploding prison into an exploding coffin. That is a reload. Or how about the time that I was tasked with holding onto a torch under penalty of death? Whereupon the game decided that it would be really funny if I was banished to another dimension. Because it would be even funnier if I happened to reload the game and immediately get petrified. Okay,
What?
I am exaggerating a little bit.
Where is this? I have not. I do not know where that is.
After all, the chances of you transforming into an ovine.
Chamber of Courage. What? I do not remember where this is. Maybe I'm not at this point yet.
Your third try would be pretty low. Of course, wild magic doesn't always have to ruin the game. Sometimes it can do really helpful things, like permanently inflict my character with the clown curse. By every metric, an objective upgrade.
Wait, what does that do? Hold on.
Which is by every.
Your curse to become a clown. You gain +1 charisma. You have immunity to Tasha's hideous laughter. What? That's what? You gain +1 charisma and immunity to a spell? What? I didn't know that. That's awesome. That actually sounds sick. He might have been talking about the shadow fog that hurts you. The first area.
Metric,
Oh.
an objective upgrade. I had an emotional cutscene after I got this, and I'm sure it made everyone feel better.
Oh my god, this cutscene. Okay, I'm sorry. That cutscene is actually. I also got that yesterday after I killed Gortash. It nearly made me cry. That was very sad.
Giant robot where I accidentally transformed myself into a cheese wheel. This gives us all kinds of new abilities like cheesy smell, which would be really good if the robots could smell. Now, due to the obvious limitations of my class, Baldur's Gate 3 provides a myriad of options for customization, leveling, and companions, who, by the way, can be respec'd into any other class, making strategies like the 4-man gambling squad and Jurassic Park completely possible.
4-man gambling squad. I pretty much just have DPS people on my team at all times because I have Lae'zel, I have Karlach, and Asterion. And they're all like doing some pretty decent damage. And my character is also like a Sorlock. So I also do a lot of damage. I have no healing. I have no healing.
Not exactly viable. Personally, I find it completely bullshit that I do not get an intimidation
Persona
for walking into the bank with 3 fucking velociraptors. Do you see this very often? So, to get at the true heart of the Baldur's Gate 3 experience, we have to make some friends, and eventually have sex with most of them. Honestly, it's pretty easy to forget that this game has combat. Personally, though, I didn't get with any of them. Mostly because I can't show it, but also because I was interested in a more acquired taste. That's right, babe.
Bro. Okay. So, you can bang the Mind Flayers in this game, or you can bang one of them, right? And I didn't know this until it happened. And I was already romancing Karlach at that point. Bro, the speed at which I pressed yes is insane.
Maybe gay sex with Squidward. I always dreamed of touching those Squidward tentacles as I played his
Bro.
Also, if you don't have sex with anyone human, the camp skeleton insults you for having no bitches.
What?
Thus thou art alone.
What?
Shadowheart, more affectionately referred to as Shart, is a
Shart
Char that I spent the entire game gaslighting into a religious fundamentalist. Then, as soon as that became slightly inconvenient, beat her to death with my entire party so badly that I could not revive the body for round 2. Now, Shadowheart could have survived if I actually trusted her, but unfortunately, she is a white woman.
What?
And I don't trust those. Gale is an aggressively sexual wizard with
because I didn't trust her because I thought she was gonna kill the woman, and I needed the woman, so I didn't trust her, and so she left my party.
a nuclear bomb inside of his chest, and
oh my god, Gale.
Defeated Boots. Now, Gale claims this is because of his relationship with an actual goddess, but I don't believe him. Not because that's
I don't believe him,
but because I've seen how Gale behaves around me. This motherfucker is gay. And since I've covered all this game's wacky and funny spells,
monks have such insane DPS. Oh yeah, I have a friend that's playing as a monk, and he says they're really strong.
I decided that I was going to respec Gale into a barbarian and give him a gun. This wizard may be out of spells.
What mod is this that you could just give them guns?
Not out of shells. Will
I'm back. Welcome back.
A noble warlock who is constantly told what to do and treated like a dog by a demon girl. So I don't understand why he doesn't enjoy
Those are characters from was that from Blue Archive?
His writing is unrealistic. Lae'zel is a Githyanki fighter who, within 3 seconds of speaking to her, made me decide that yes, I am going to do a racist character today. And over the course of our adventure, Lae'zel surprised and shocked me by never failing to prove my racism correct. Asterion is
yeah, I was gonna say Lae'zel. I don't like Lae'zel, or I didn't like her at the start, and I still don't love Lae'zel, but she did grow on me slightly after I basically gaslit her into going against everything she believed in. Also Asterion, another character that is very evil, not okay and also started growing on me.
Sorry, I forgot I installed that mod. Asterion is a devilishly handsome rogue that specializes
The face.
in giving enemies the devious backshots.
My name is Skylar White, yo.
This is mostly because Asterion happens to be a literal vampire, which becomes relevant when I sacrifice 7,000 children to him to create the ultimate life form.
I tried to do this, the ritual, but for some reason I didn't even get a say in it. As soon as I killed Cazador, he was just like, I'm not gonna let you control me anymore, and he just went away. He just killed Cazador. Asario just went ahead and killed him when I specifically really wanted him to transform into the vampire ascendant so that he would just become OP.
Unfortunately, this did basically nothing as Asterion proceeded to walk down the hall and get his ass beat to death with hammers. Because out of all the abilities our sacrifice could have given us, Asterion had graciously received the power to continue being useless. Though, to be fair to Asterion, no ultimate vampire twink is going to kill 5 full-blood Texans on their 5th Modelo. Karlach is a very hot barbarian that I use throughout the game as a punching bag. One time,
Karlach is so strong. Bro, I'm sorry, she's actually probably the strongest character other than Lae'zel if you just built her as a full fighter, because she just gets so many action points. If we're going pure damage, it's Karlach. She's so strong.
Destroyed every box in a 10-meter radius, repeatedly setting the entire party on fire until we fucking died. It was at this moment I decided that Karlach was going to be the one to disarm every trap in the game for me. Make sure to grab the treasures, Karlach. With our powers combined, we are the world's shittiest polycule.
There's one more, or actually there's 2 characters. There's 2 more characters. One is like Jaheira, I forgot her name, but you can get her like in Act 2 or 3. And then another one, I don't know who it is. I just know that he's a monk. And apparently he's good, but I have not even seen him.
We're having so much fun without Shadowheart. So,
bro, literally.
The shittiest polycule, it naturally falls to us to combat the forces of Big Straight and stop the Squidward.
Big Straight.
Mostly by accident, because if there's one thing that motivates me more than protecting my potential investments, it is stealing from them. Yes, sir.
It's so heavily rage baited by Githyanki. Just going, you have an inferiority complex. That's funny.
The only bank in the city gets robbed. But don't worry, I've conducted a thorough investigation in my camp, and I have found no evidence of wrongdoing. Quests in Baldur's Gate 3 are, for lack of a better term, fucking insane, both in their scope and in content. Mostly the content.
Yes,
with
this is true.
For failure, partial success, or the classic unrestricted Japanese war crimes. Truly, the sky is the limit in Baldur's Gate, and the only thing preventing you from achieving your dreams are the consequences of your actions. If, for instance, you were to ride the calamari carousel, a future character will roast you for your crimes against God in front of your friends. Your choices matter in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
One time, I decided to visit the circus so I could piss off the local genie so badly that he sends me to Jurassic Park. But
bro, I also did this. I also did this, and it did not end well.
Right now, exploring the non-insane part of the circus, we find ourselves enraptured by the performance of Dribbles the Clown.
Dribbles the Clown.
Being that while investigating
Dribbles.
a series of murders by shapeshifters, I had already met Dribbles the Clown, and I was carrying his severed torso.
Oh.
In my inventory. Safekeeping. So, despite knowing the identity of my gang stalkers, I decided to send Asterion to the stage anyways. Mainly because I thought it would be funny. And I was not disappointed. This guy should open a YouTube channel where he promotes an energy drink he intentionally poisons. Now, you're gonna want to be careful after doing this quest, because unbeknownst to you, one of your crewmates has been replaced by an imposter. And
oh yeah.
All, I am kind of into this. Can you shapeshift yourself pregnant? So whether you know it or not, you are going to be playing Among Us for the next 10 hours. And honestly, playing as the imposter is so much more fun. Instead of stopping the killings, I decided that I was going to do them myself. And
which is what I did. I got the quest to like, oh, you need to join the Myrtle Tribunal, and I was like, yeah, hell yeah.
Join the blood cult by bathing in the blood of the racist elephant to bring about a new future of crimson despair. Shapeshifters are usually multiracial by definition. What I'm trying to say with these long anecdotes is that you never just go to the circus in this game, or God forbid, speak to a clown. So you are watching this YouTube video, which is close.
Repost if you want to nail a porcupine to your
Back to Act 1?
Shake your ass. Take your hands off it and shake that shit.
Welcome
Bro,
to
they're so it is so loud. It's
major
so
dungeon
loud.
of the game, appropriately named Central London. And
Uh-huh.
like the actual London,
Of course.
it is unfortunately filled with the English. You can really tell because you can't understand anyone and the food is inedible. It is here that Baldur's Gate really shines as a game where you can do almost anything. And an unlucky developer
I did not know you could knock those statues down.
will be forced to code it. There are 3 targets for you to kill in the Goblin Camp, or if you're bad enough, several dozen, each with their
Yeah?
own personalities, weaknesses, and premium cheese strategies.
Oh my god, I need to pull out the feet. Okay, fine, I'll pull up the feet. For a little bit, not forever. I'll pull it up for a little bit. There you go.
Say, this channel is not going to offer you any good advice. After all, there's a lot of guide videos for this game alongside race tier lists. So, while I'm not going to be sorting you by phenotype, what I can give
Bro,
you
I'm sorry.
is-
You cannot convince me
While I'm not going to be
that the Dragonborns do not look phenomenal. Look. Tell me you wouldn't. I'll be back in 1 hour. Alright, see you in a bit.
what I can give you
What the hell?
is a taste of the premium cheddar. Okay, so you're gonna want to start out by going invisible and placing a wyvern toxin into the Kool-Aid. Then lead a toast by declaring that we are going to drink until we die. Make sure that Asterion is the one to do it, by the way. We don't need him anymore. Heading inside, we take care of our first target by following her to a secluded location, summoning a cloud of daggers, and then initiating verbal exchange, locking her into our conversation while she is
What?
stabbed to death. This isn't considered a crime, by the way, because, well, they can just walk out. Just don't
What?
hit a piece of wood while you're doing that, because then
You can-
you're not going to be killed for assault.
You can do that?
You're going to be killed for destruction of property. The next trick we're going to do is called Minthara Skip, because we are going to be summoning a random spectator to skip to the end of Minthara's
Oh,
life.
bro.
Just pray to God that she doesn't go down easily, because the spectator certainly won't. Finally,
I saved this thing for like the end of the game. I got that. There's an item that you can get called the Iron Flask, which if you throw it, it just spawns a spectator or a beholder rather, and it is very strong early game, and you cannot kill it. But I saved it for like the end of the game in like chapter 3 in a room, and I threw it because there were so many enemies, and it did not stand a chance. It just immediately died.
target, Dror Razglin, who is slightly hard to kill the conventional way. So instead of that, we're going to do something
He wasn't that hard. You fight him with like alongside a bunch of his minions and stuff. He's not hard. He's pretty like normal.
significantly harder. I know, really original strategy, Max.
Animals are so fucking funny, they make
Welcome to the Underdark, home of the spectator boss fight. Because yes, in addition to having a giant underground area filled with interesting flora and fauna,
God,
Baldur's Gate
this
3
area.
dares
This is the second worst area of the game, second only to the
to ask the
Shadowlands.
question of what if people in the Underdark had a different skin color to me? Completely unrelated to that, what if there was a lot of slavery? Because it is this very slavery that we are going to take advantage of. Immediately
Yes,
upon entering
dude.
the world's basement, you're gonna want to head over to the Mushroom Kingdom, and you're gonna get a letter telling you that the princess is now a permanent guest at one of Bowser's 7 Koopa hotels. Talking to the giant mushroom, you're gonna have to explain to him how reanimating the bodies of dead velociraptors is technically not a war crime, but what
You
I'm
can do that?
to use them for is definitely a war crime. And after playing a game of Pokemon with the corpses that your enemies reanimated, we steal their boats and progress down the river towards the Iron Fortress of Grimforge.
Dude.
This place fucking sucks dick. I'm gonna kill myself.
This isn't even the worst part of chapter 2. Chapter 2 had so much stuff, man.
Grimforge, home to many different kinds of people, whether they're enslaved or enslaving. You really only have 2 options here in the Grimforge. Eavesdropping in on the local Minecraft Let's Play. We overhear rumors of an ancient and powerful explosive, which will purchase my child labor at least 30 minutes of Roblox time. And after gently ascertaining the location from their bodies, we carefully confiscate the nuclear weapon using a refined negotiation tactic where I lie to them Now
Of
equipped with the
course.
most powerful bomb in the game.
Rune powder. I didn't even know this was a thing. Because I remember them telling me, yeah, you have like, we have like this really good explosive, but we don't know where it is. And I just completely forgot to check up on it. So I just blew up the rocks with like a bomb
We are presented
that
with
I
a choice.
had.
We can either use this bomb to help the gnome slaves finally achieve their freedom, or we can use it to kill Jor Razglin. So, going back to the Goblin Camp, we discover through some experimentation that Jor Razglin doesn't actually die to the bomb that I just placed. So,
What?
Into the hole you go, I guess. And that is how you quickly and efficiently speedrun the Goblin Camp. Make sure to subscribe for more convenient time saves.
Peter, what are you doing? Crowd. What the fuck?
Okay, so
Yeah,
the point I'm
Act
trying
2,
to
dude.
cross
Oh my god.
really badly is that this game is utterly massive, and it absolutely
Yes.
does not stop you from destroying it. Because in Baldur's
Oh yeah, wait, I remember that as well. You can. What is that? Is that Nicolas Cage? You can. There's like a scene where Shadowheart can just straight up kill Lae'zel if you let her. And I'm so glad I didn't, because that would have been disastrous.
every single mistake you can possibly make is going to come up again. And most of the time, it is in the form of racial conflict. For instance, do you want to be a good Samaritan and free the Deep Gnomes from their unjust imprisonment? Well, congratulations. You just happened to free the Deep Gnome clan's Grand Wizard. I hope you're ready for a race war in 20 hours. Because,
What?
if you happen to misplace a certain bomb, then, he's going to happen to make Hiroshima look like a fucking joke. Personally, this kind of stuff is the funniest shit I've ever seen. Not the racism part, although that is still funny. But rather
bro.
the simple joy of knowing that your save file has probably already been destroyed without you even knowing it. Since beginning the long process of making this video, I have made a multiplayer warlock named Grizzly Bear, alongside my friends
Grizzly
Reese
Bear?
and Nomer Simpson. And after playing for approximately 10 minutes, I can confirm that my first character inadvertently killed almost everyone he spoke to, and about half the time, the reverse was true. A good example of this is the time that I just so happened to water my character into a literal god, who then offered
Oh,
me a
this
pivotal and
thing.
important quest, prompting me to raise the reasonable inquiry that if she was a god, surely she would be able to kill anyone she wanted. She responded by fucking vaporizing me. Overall, this is in every sense of the word.
Bro, this thing here, this scene is like when she offers you to go inside of the the prism, and I was like, no, nuh-uh, I'm not gonna do that. And there's also where Lae'zel started growing on me, because she was like, no, screw you, I'm not doing all that.
A role-playing game, provided, of course, you want to roleplay as a dumbass murder goblin. Otherwise, why do you even play video games? We blow shit up in this motherfucker. Better take your sensitive ass back to
Well, this is another game that I want to play.
scores of amazing and deep content that I unintentionally locked myself out of because we accidentally killed a man named Bingus Bongus. Ripped to a fucking real one. Strategic and complicated combat, and an entire world of possibilities and solutions, which will leave you wondering, how the fuck am I allowed to do this? Is this a glitch or intended behavior?
This game, I wanna, when I finish my first playthrough, I'm absolutely playing Baldur's Gate again, just to do whatever I didn't. Bro, there is so much, there's so much BS they can do in this game.
So, while I didn't get to cover everything since, I'm only human, you can trust me when I say that there is something in this game for everybody. 10 out of 10 would unleash Gnome Hitler again.
Yeah.
I would like to thank all of my amazing patrons, using and sacrificing their funding for only the finest of video game content.
Literally.
As always, more deranged gacha game videos to come. I will be sure
Bro.
to spend all of your money very responsibly. Oh yeah, this video is about Baldur's Gate 3.
Bro, I've tried playing that game. That's a Blue Archive. I think I've played like an hour of it, and I couldn't get into it. Hi, Finish. Hello, reaction YouTuber. Reaction to a YouTuber giving a game review is pure slop content. This isn't a review. This is Maxor. Maxor and reviews don't go hand in hand. But my head hurts after that, because as Maxor videos do, they hurt my head. But yeah, that was really funny. That was awesome. Because that's pretty much Baldur's Gate 3. There's so much you can do in this game. It's absurd. But that is Maxor. Hold on, let me game. CP archive animated. Didn't understand a single thing. Yeah, that's like Maxor videos. You don't understand them. You just do. You just are. Also, let me open sour guys. I have sour gum. Oh, it's sour. Me when the sour gummies are sour. My face when the sour gummy sour. Is Fresco here? Yeah, Fresco was here earlier. I know where Fresco went. All right. Now we can play Lies of P. We can play Fallout New Vegas. And we can... I don't know. Good question. Why do we play? Lies of P? Yes. We can play Lies of P, I think. Healthy long stream. Oh, we've been streaming for an hour? That's insane. We've already been here for an hour. Let me bring up Lies of P. Hold on. Let me switch this to Lies of P. I'll play some Lies of P. We'll play some Lies of P. Why not? Alright, let's go. It's time for Lies of P. We'll play some Lies of P, then if I get bored, I'll play something else. So I haven't played it in a while, so I have to get back into it. Let me just get my controller, hold on. Alright, there we go. I think we should be fine. There we go. Also haven't gotten this control. I haven't like grabbed this controller in a bit. Lies of Penis. Hold on. Let me game. Let me game this one. This one. There we go. Lies of P. I have so many things open, Jesus. Huh. Alright, why does it take so long? Jesus. Oh no, I'm very laggy. Oh no. Oh no. Guys, no. Hello? Hello? Is it lagging? Or not lagging, but I'm lagging. Comic book frames? Okay, yeah, you're so right. Hold on. Let me close this because it is overloading the heck out of my PC. I can't play that. That is so heavy on my PC. It's crazy. Funny Raccoon game? What's Funny Raccoon game? Well, that's out of the picture. The PC is trying its best, but its best is not enough. So we can play. We can play. We can play. What do I actually feel like playing? Good question. I could play like Ultra Kill, but I don't know. I need to like get P rank on some levels, and I don't feel like doing that. We could play like I don't know. I don't know if I feel like playing Roblox games either. Look at the trailer for Funny Raccoon Game. What is Funny Raccoon Game? What is Funny Raccoon Game? Welcome back, LA. Funny Raccoon Game? What is this? What is this? Is this on Steam? I've searched it up on YouTube. There's like a whole trailer. Hold on, let me look it up on Steam. Funny Raccoon Game. Oh, it is. It is on Steam. Explore a series of whimsical interconnected worlds to steal everything not nailed down. Like make a garbage bin a garbage home. What in the hell is this? Okay, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let me get rid of the feet. I left it on for a little, or maybe I'll leave it on for a little bit later as well. Who knows? We'll watch this. We'll watch this. What is this? What is Funny Raccoon Game? Dude. What is this? Bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. No. Please, no. Chicken! Oh my god, how long have I been watching this for? Like an hour? 40 seconds? What is going on? This looks like what 7-year-old me would like do in Paint. On my mom's PC. Jesus Christ. Demo art now? Demo out now? I could not even tell what that game was about. I could not tell. The description doesn't make it any better either. It's not like it's huh? What? Yeah, no thanks. I'm good. I'm good, thanks. What should we do? Actually, you know what? You know what? The chaos is the fun. Yeah, but like, it's just a headache. It's just headache inducing. What could we play? I kind of felt like playing Outlast, but I don't have Outlast. I was thinking of like, I kind of want to play more horror games, but I cannot. Okay, so Lies of P is a no-go, unfortunately. I don't feel like playing Terraria either. I mean, I guess we could also just play... or not play. We could also just watch the genius kidnapping in history, the most genius kidnapping in history. Why not? I've been putting off watching this for a while, and it looks interesting. So we can watch this. We can watch this. You're gonna sit here trying to decide for an hour? Nah, we're just gonna watch some more stuff. We'll just watch some more stuff. Ow, my chair hurt me. The most genius kidnapping in history. I have no idea what this is about. Ellie has been telling me to watch this for a while now. And I'm excited. I don't know what to expect from it. So let's just hop in.
Wednesday, November 9th, 1983. The CEO of Heineken walks in the entrance of his Amsterdam office.
Okay, I'm sorry. As soon as you say that this took place like 1983, I'm like, did we even have security cameras back then? So I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
It's almost 7 p.m.
Do you have proof? I don't believe you.
Is waiting outside. Two women step out before him. Heineken is the last to leave.
So wait, is this the guy that made the beer? Like Heineken as in the beer? Type of content, I recommend it to you because it's an entertaining way to talk about interesting things that happened throughout history. I mean, I like the Jack the Killer thing. I actually still think that it's two people. I think that that's like the only way that it could have been done.
He shuts the door.
Or not Jack the Killer, the Jack the Ripper.
Around for his armored Cadillac, but it's not there. Doderer is parked further away than usual. As he steps onto the sidewalk, he gets grabbed by the back of his suit jacket. One woman screams, pulling on the assailant's sleeve. Two other men approach, and one sprays the woman in the face with tear gas. The other waves a handgun around. Heineken drops to the ground. The two men try to drag him away, but he struggles. He yells for his driver Ab, who is already coming to his aid. But before the driver can reach him, a fourth man intercepts Doderer, and they begin to struggle. Heineken is forced into the back of an orange van. Ab is thrown in after him.
We gotta sit here trying to decide for an hour. Oh, wait, no, I read that, sorry.
Cold hard floor at the vehicle. Their hands and feet are shackled. Their heads are covered with taped over motorcycle helmets. Darkness swallows them. 90 minutes later, a package arrives at a small police station in The Hague. In it is a letter that demands millions for the safe return of the CEO of Heineken and his chauffeur. One of the most extensively planned kidnappings in European history has begun. The kidnapping planned for more than 2 years.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
And the largest ransom ever demanded in Europe. This is the story of the kidnapping of Freddie Heineken.
Freddie Heineken. Oh, wait, so is it Heineken as in the beer company? Is that what this is? Because I don't know any other Heinekens. I don't know any other Heinekens. Oh, that is an awful... There we go.
This video was sponsored by Udo, and it was only made possible by the research done by the late Peter R. de Vries, where he interviewed the perpetrators directly, as well as the Panorama Misdaad dossier. Direct quotes from these books will be denoted on screen. Also, a special thanks to Tyler and Garion. It's New Year's Day, 1981, 2 years before the kidnapping. A man is driving to meet his best friends
hell nah.
hideout. It's almost midnight, and he's running late. He pulls into the street and parks outside. The apartment is on the second floor of the 99 von Hallstraat. They named the hideout after the flower shop.
Wait, where did this happen? Did it say where this happened? Where did this take place? Like in Russia? Oh, in Europe. Oh, I'm stupid.
Below it. Paradise. He sees two familiar cars, a red Saab Turbo and a bronze Mercedes. Two of his friends are already here. He enters the building and climbs the stairs, walking through an already open door. They're lounging
Labubugyat Ohio Riz. What else is there among 6-7 brain rot?
on leather armchairs. They're
I'm not even gonna bother talking about that. Coffee's too smart. I know.
Town is playing quietly on the TV. Soon the clock strikes
Demod me.
No, I won't let you get away that easily.
midnight, and he clears his throat.
Gentlemen, we're gonna kidnap him.
Look, over the last few years, the four of us have done some good business and sometimes earned decent money. We drive smart cars, carry thick wallets, go on nice vacations.
What is it? What is a smart car back in the 83s? What is a smart car? Like a car that still runs on like fossil oil?
And can always buy around in the bar.
You cannot convince me that electricity existed back then. Yeah, try a better one, buddy.
On the surface, nothing is wrong. But I feel we have been picking up scraps. The banks are being difficult and the taxman is annoying. The market is collapsing and interest rates are high. Even the construction business has gone bankrupt.
Bro, the second a friend of mine pulls up to my crib with the antagonist like speech, I'm like, I'm in. 1.3 seconds, I'm in.
In short, I'm asking myself, what are we doing? Our cars will be gone, our horses will be off the course, and our boats out of the water. Everything gone. Is that what we want? Can we allow that? Well, I'll tell you straight
Can
out,
we allow that? I don't know why that's funny to me.
I would rather
I'm not gonna allow it.
die. I believe that the time has come for us to take an important decision. A shot at all or nothing. To hatch a plan that will solve
So I've come up with a plan to kidnap the president of Heineken.
all of our problems in one go. Permanently. And I mean permanently. This group eventually became a team of 5.
I'm putting together a team.
Cor van Hout. His friends
We're
call him
in.
Flip or Flipper for his childhood obsession with pinball. He is a notorious horse gambler
What?
and owns real estate across Amsterdam. He is the mastermind behind Operation Heineken.
Can I IRL word ban every word in English and make you only speak Portuguese? I mean, you could, yeah. But he's definitely on to he's definitely on to something. I thought you said on to something. Bro, I'm sorry. If my friend pulls up to my like apartment or whatever and he's like, times have been rough. We have to do something about this. And I have a plan to change our lives for the better permanently. I'm like, okay. He's either cooking or he's burning it.
And is 26 years old. Sitting on the couch is his right-hand man, Willem Holleder. He's muscular. His nickname
Willem.
is the Nose, for no apparent reason. He's
The
25 years
nose?
old.
Well, because he's like Tanjiro, he can smell blood from like 3 miles away. I can smell a crime.
Next to Willem, Franz Meyer nods in agreement. He's one of Cor's oldest friends. His nickname, the Professor.
From
Nothing gets past him.
Magic the Gathering? He's 30? Is that what he said? He's 99.9% burning it, yeah.
The fourth member that
It's
will eventually
already
join
burned.
is Jan Boulaert. Although he was missing that night, he's a crucial part of the gang. His nickname is the Cat, because he always tilts his head while he listens. He is the oldest in the group at age 31, and is extremely handy with tools. The last member that will join is Cor's younger half-brother Martin, who everyone refers to as Brakes.
Brakes? Because he's
The
driving?
youngest and also the most clueless of the group. But he's skilled at stealing cars. The
Brakes?
orange Renault van drives off. Jan Boulaert is behind the wheel. In the passenger seat is Franz Meyer. Cor and Willem are in the back, standing over
What do you want me to tweet, Fresca?
On the Weteringskrans, the Nose looks in the rearview mirror and notices an off-white Mercedes taxi following them. But they're unfazed. They had planned their escape route.
I'll tweet that after the video is done. That's fine.
They would ride past Frederiksplein, the Servatiestraat, and the Amstelbrug.
Can you speak not whatever that tongue is?
Eventually turning right onto the Weesperzijde, which would bring them onto the A10
Ah,
highway,
of course, the British Gezeide, of course.
where they take the exit onto the Basisweg towards their holding location. But to get to Frederiksplein, they had to cross a major obstacle. This is the Weteringskrans.
That's not how that works,
intersection.
Fresca.
If they were forced to come to a stop here, they'd be sitting ducks. So in preparation, Brakes had learned how to hack traffic light boxes. He would look out for the orange van, and in case they encountered a red light, would quickly change it to a flashing orange, giving them right of way. A great idea, but this night was different.
Wait, you can do that? You can just do that? How do you do that? You can just you just know how to hack into okay.
On the way to kidnapping Heineken,
Sick.
they spotted 15 uniformed police officers doing routine traffic stops at the intersection. They were forced to take a gamble. They couldn't risk Martin
Gambling
fooling around at the traffic light box and getting spotted. They told him to go home earlier. Now, the Weteringschans intersection was the most risky part of the entire drive, and they didn't even know that the taxi driver behind them had notified his superiors, who had forwarded that information immediately to the police.
Uh-huh.
It was the worst possible time to have to stop in front of a group of police officers. But when they arrive at the intersection, the police are gone. Willem tells Bernard to run the red light. Whoa, whoa. Not so fast there, buddy.
Who's that?
What I want to do is take a bit of your time to talk about Udo. Does that sound good?
Oh, is this ad?
Great. Udo is the best
Udo.
business management software on the
Ads.
planet. As opposed to multiple monthly subscriptions.
Ads.
What's a website? Whoa.
This is back in the oh my god, that's back in the 80s.
They cross the Amstel and turn onto Tulplein. The next phase of their plan begins.
The internet doesn't exist back in the 80s. You
Underneath
can't
the
fool
Toronto
me.
Bridge is a bike tunnel. Earlier, they had removed a bollard, allowing them to drive through the first entrance of the tunnel. The plan
what?
is to block it with the van, but the taxi is still behind them, so they don't stop in the middle, but drive forward. The men exit the vehicle quickly. In haste, Cord drops a duffel bag filled with Uzis and ammunition, and smashes a pair of glasses on his way out. Bull later walks towards the taxi driver with gun in hand, who gets the message, quickly backs up, and drives off.
Scare him off, yeah.
Heineke is transferred into a white Citroën GS, parked conveniently on the other side of the tunnel. Von Hout takes Doderer and puts him in the back of a second car, a Renault 20.
What? Wait, what? What?
Willem hops in.
What? Okay, what is going on? This is I'm
They
confused.
drive to the A10 Beltway, passing the Die, and take the turn off Havensvest towards the industry terrain, the Heining. The men pull into the open doors of a steel
This is some sick visuals though. Can I just say? This reminds me of Fears to Fathom, like the same art style. They transferred them to a new car to avoid the
Can I make you into a new Tao?
I don't know what that is.
and close them.
It's hard. Coffee is hard bullying the 1980s.
Abduction took no more than 35
We did not have anything back in the 1980s. I say we like I was born in the 1980s. There was nothing in the 1980s. You can barely convince me that cars were a thing. I find it hard to believe.
The captives' clothes are burned except for IDs and Heineken's watch. They head back to their favorite bars in Amsterdam to build an alibi. It's 90 minutes after the kidnapping. At a small police station in The Hague,
Wait, okay. You go to a bar to build an alibi so that like if you get caught, you can be like, no, and I was at the bar during this time. So it couldn't have been me. But wouldn't like the guy at the bar be like, oh yeah, no, I saw them come in at like 10 p.m. after like the crime had already been committed?
an anonymous package is dropped off. It contains a Dutch letter written on German paper along with the passport and ID of Ab Doderer and the watch of Freddy Heineken. They demand a ransom. All publicity must be stopped and searching is prohibited. They request thousands of banknotes in various
You can do that,
currencies and
Fresca. Go ahead.
denominations in order to make tracing more difficult and spending easier. The banknotes must have been circulated several times and randomly numbered. The banknotes are to be secured with 2 elastic bands and packs of 100 and placed into 5 Dutch mail bags. They end the letter with further instructions for the handoff. Once the police have complied with all demands, they must signal the kidnappers by placing a message in a newspaper. The meadow is green for the hare. For future negotiations, the police will be referred to as the hare, the kidnappers the eagle. A 72-hour countdown begins. While the police had no time to prepare, the kidnappers had years. The police are
That's
flailing.
kind of cool.
They need more time and take a bold risk, one that could cost the victims their lives.
Bro, but the fact that you spent like 2 years planning this is actually kind of hard. This is some movie type, bro. This is so sick. Like, I can't even be mad. Like, I know that they're like the bad guys. They kidnapped the president, but like, can you bro? That's, you gotta admit, that's kind of it's kind of sick.
Freddie Heineken snaps awake as the door to his padded cell opens. He's lying under a blanket on a bare mattress, wearing a set of cotton pajamas. In the corner, there's a chemical toilet without any chemicals, a safety precaution.
A chemical toilet? What is a chemical toilet? I'm not like Walter White. I don't know like chemistry. What is a chemical toilet?
Music is playing from a tape deck, endlessly looping the same album and masking any outside noise.
Uh-huh.
The cells are located in the back of a 38 by 9 meter Romney shed. The shed is located on an industrial estate outside of Amsterdam and is owned by the kidnappers. The workshop and filled with tools, but the shed now also contains a camper van used as a base by the kidnappers. Within the shed, Freddie Heineken and the chauffeur are nowhere to be found. Virtually impossible to see is the hidden double door on the back wall. It leads to a short hallway with a 3.2 by 7.8 meter cell on either side. Built exclusively out of construction materials bought from Germany, the cell's floor and ceiling consist of 2 steel reinforced concrete slabs.
Dude.
All walls are built using B3 concrete blocks, weighing 10 kilograms apiece. Surrounding the primary wall is a secondary wooden wall, leaving a 60 centimeter air gap filled with
Like, I'm
sawdust.
sorry. There is so much crime. Like, you just see like this group of like 3 black guys like running into a gas station in the middle of the night, breaking the windows, taking the cash register, and then running off without a plan. That you see, like when you see something like this and you see the amount of effort put into it, like how can you not just stop and admire it? Like, I know it's a bad thing, but can you not admire it? Sounds like a criminal admiring another criminal's clever work. Listen, I'm not a criminal, but this is kind of sick. They do mean the Heineken alcohol, by the way. Yeah. That's what I thought. Because I'm sorry, I've never heard someone called Heineken. You cannot convince me that a guy's name is just Heineken.
To finish it off, more layers of insulation are added onto the inside of the cells
That's not a thing.
and outside the secondary wall. Hope for escape is virtually zero.
Bro? So that's where they like leave the guy, right?
Consists of 3 phases: the abduction, the negotiations, and the ransom collection.
Abduction. All right, plan is in
The
action.
2-year operation was funded by the kidnappers with a budget of roughly 100,000 gulden. They spent hours studying famous foreign kidnappings. Each case was thoroughly discussed.
Bro, you spent time studying kidnappings, bro. They're actually putting in the work.
Playing out scenarios and the problems that they might face. Their victim had to be rich and able to pay fast. This narrowed their options.
Oh, I like the little detail how they're sitting on the
The
Heineken.
royal family and famous politicians were thrown around, but discarded. The royal family was sacred. Like any politician, it attracted too much heat. They didn't want the kidnapping to become a political statement. There was Visse Dekker, the CEO of Philips, a wealthy prospect but located in Eindhoven, too far from their home turf in Amsterdam. Anton Dreesman, director of Rome in Dreesman, was another.
What?
Wabubeleganu femboy to Taconi fat ass.
What? Where? What is? First off, what the hell, Fresca? Second, what is vroom vroom de stemmen? What? What is this? His last name is Heineken. The company is just named after his family.
In terms of wealth, but not in risk. He had health troubles that would be too unreliable during a long kidnapping. They didn't want to become murderers. Albert Heijn was also a
Yeah, the fact that okay, that's another cool detail. The fact that they're like, yeah, we don't want to kill anyone because that would also entail like a lot of other bad stuff in trial if we ever did get caught.
His choice. The CEO of the largest supermarket chain in the Netherlands. He was rich, young, and had little security, but negotiating with a supermarket just had weird vibes. Albert Heijn was
It had weird vibes.
The CEO of DAF Trucks was also considered for a moment, but the kidnappers weren't morons. A Dutch car company. They wanted to be rich. Finally, there was Freddie Heineken, an incredibly wealthy Amsterdammer.
Uh-huh.
Unlike the others, he also gave them a motive. Holader's father gave his working life to the Heineken company, only to be fired and take out his drunken anger on the family. The choice was clear. But now the real work began.
It's like these people that put so much effort into cheating to the point where it's easier to just study. Why don't we focus this energy into like a job, bro? You know that video?
At the scene of the abduction, the police find
Could kidnap people and put them on an island and then bomb them. I don't have that much money to do all that.
broken glasses and a bag filled with Uzis.
But if I could, I would probably.
They also find a stolen van, which they're able to trace to a dealership. They learn that there was another stolen car, an Opel Kadett. The police are on the hunt. They now know that the organized gangsters left in haste, and there was another car waiting to be found. But this was all part of Cor von Hout's plan. The bag of Uzis wasn't found, it was planted. Cor von Hout left it so that the police thought they were dealing with a heavily armed gang from Germany, not some Dutch dudes in a shed. The glasses weren't smashed by accident, but placed strategically. Cor knew they would be studied.
Why it keeps
once
lagging?
The investigators
Hold on, why does it keep lagging? There we go.
time. He knew that the stolen van would be traced back to a dealership, where they would learn about the second stolen car, the Opel Kadett. That Opel was abandoned in a parking lot in Breda, close to the Belgian border. Once found, the police would suspect that they had left the country. Practically all their equipment, from the paper they used, to the typewriters, to their disguises, were all bought across the border. Any evidence that Heineken tried to take with him after the handoff would lead the wrong way.
Dude, it's like, here's the thing, right? The amount of effort that they're putting into this is just insane. Because, like, this is gonna sound insane. The best way for you to commit a murder or like a homicide, you would have to do so much. And the conditions would have to be so perfect, right? Because, for example, you can't use, if you're in a country that like guns are legal, right? If you just go up to like a random person on the street at like during night, right? And you shoot them, that is so easy to track you down, because the police will conduct in inspection. They can find DNA. They will find like an autopsy, right? They find DNA. They find the bullet size. If they find a bullet inside like someone's body, they can just trace it back to a certain gun, and they're like, okay, who has this gun? Like who has this gun like registered, right? Then you just go to each and every person, and then you get their alibis, right? So if you want to like do something, if you want to have like a chance, you got to make sure that you don't have any DNA on scene. If you want to do it yourself, then you have to have no DNA on scene whatsoever. So that means wearing gloves. That means wearing a full face mask with like proper glasses. That means using like full clothes, making sure that not a single piece of your skin is exposed for maximum safety. You need to use like you'd have to use like an icicle, because an icicle is an extremely like good weapon if you want to commit like something like that, if you want to do something like that, because it's very hard to trace back because it's just water. Like if you stab someone with an icicle, it'll just melt, and so there's no murder weapon, you know? Sounding more and more like a criminal. I just know like a lot of this stuff. Like if you sit down and think about it, like, oh, if I was to commit a crime, how would I get away with it? You just start getting into so many hypotheticals that you're like, okay, there is so much that you need to take into consideration, that it's just so much work. It's actually so much work. Tips and tricks for free. You're truly the goat.
They had him, and the police were following the wrong trails. The first phase of the plan, the abduction, was complete. The second began.
They did it. Those bastards, they did it.
For the negotiations, they had to communicate with the police without revealing anything. So they recorded tapes of Ab reading out their demands, which they played at random telephone booths. This prevented any negotiations from the police, forcing them to respond through newspaper ads. They created a one-way channel for communication.
Do you like look at this?
Accept or reject, but never barter. They knew how to kidnap, and they knew how to negotiate. But they had one more heavy problem to solve. Money. The larger the sum, the harder it is to move. The men calculated exactly how much 200 banknotes would weigh. They then replicated the stacks of money with equally sized blocks of wood.
Aha.
One mail bag filled to the brim weighed a staggering 100 kilograms, the equivalent of throwing around the weight of a limp adult male.
That's
They established
crazy.
that 5 bags was the limit of what they could carry. They counted up all the blocks. They were only 350,000 short of 35 million guilders, exactly what they were hoping for.
You calculated how much money you could physically transport. My guy, if you go through all of this, you kind of just deserve the money at that point. You are pulling like university level, assignment. This is like a university level study to just going into kidnapping someone. This is insane.
They knew how much money
Welcome
they
back,
could
Monia.
move, but now they had to solve how to move the money without getting caught. This is the handoff problem. The kidnappers want to minimize interaction with the police while receiving the ransom as fast as possible.
Yeah.
But moving half a ton of cash is easier said than done. Von Meyer suggested the first plan. The police should drop the ransom into a small boat. The boat is connected to a rope. It is then pulled across the water to the other side, where the men are hiding. No bridges are close to the location. They simply drive away. Corvinhout suggests that they copy the vacuum delivery system of a local department store. Dressed as roadside construction workers, the men
How
bury
the
half a
hell?
kilometer of plastic tubing, hook it up to a vacuum machine, and suck the money through.
Bro.
They never face the cops directly. The third plan is to steal a houseboat.
Dude.
A secret tunnel is used to board the craft undetected. Once on the houseboat, they pack the money in lead casks, slowly take off, and drop them through a hole in the hull.
I'm actually shocked that these men did not get away with this. Cause we know like their names, we know where they live, we knew all about them, right? The fact that they actually got caught is insane.
They deposit the cash at the bottom of the river, where they could later retrieve it in diving suits. They were all good options, but they weren't perfect. Cor von Hout needed something better. A plan that would make the police squirm.
Ew, no, don't do that. They're gonna make the police squirm. Don't do this,
It's
no.
Tuesday, the 15th of November, 1983, 6 days after the kidnapping. The police are called and hear the voice of the chauffeur, Abdodator.
This is an instruction for the hare from the Eagle. The hare will depart in the white VW transporter van within the next 10 minutes.
Oh,
Instruction, drive to the Hilton Hotel at Schiphol Airport. At the entrance to the hotel, you will find new instructions buried in a plastic container at the foot of the first lamppost on the right. Follow these instructions exactly. If the VW van is followed by anyone at all, it will be the end of them.
oh
It's
my
the middle of the
god.
night, and von Hout, Holleder, Bullard, and Meyer sit in a dark apartment, overseeing the Koen Tunnel Road.
Dude.
By tomorrow night, the men will be rich beyond belief. They're watching with binoculars, waiting for a police officer to drive past in a VW transporter.
Police
They
locked
instruct the
in, I
police to
guess.
Mark the van with 2 large red crosses, making it easier to spot. But as the kidnappers watch, hours begin to pass. The van still hasn't driven by. They made it clear in their letter that if the police didn't act, Doderer and Heineke could buy back their lifeless bodies. The only explanation is that they missed the van. But that's not a problem.
Uh-huh.
Brakes is still at Schiphol, waiting to call them when the police arrive. The 4 men move to the next position for the ransom handoff. A Hanomag van parked in the outskirts of Utrecht.
Of where?
As 5 a.m. passes, they still haven't received a call. When 8:30 rolls around, the men lose hope. The police aren't going to show. In a desperate play for more time, the police gambled with the lives of Doderer and Heineke.
Oh
Corvinhout is
no.
furious. The police gained
Wait, so the police just didn't show up? That's so stupid. What? If I'm working at a police station and the guys that have pulled off this insanity of a plan are like, show up at this time today, or he dies. Bro, I am there like 10 minutes before.
Time that they didn't have before.
I'm there like an hour before. I'm afraid. These people might know who I am.
The ransom handoff have been exposed. But if the police choose to play them for fools, they deserve the same. Cor von Hout tells the police that they did irreparable damage to one of Heineke's and Doderher's fingers. And for 10 days, the police hear nothing. Ample time to worry about the mistake they made.
But did they actually like break his fingers?
But on the 10th day,
This is the Eagle.
The fact that they also just use telephone poles as well.
These are instructions for the hare. Go to Utrecht Central Station, luggage locker 2150. Repeat, Utrecht Central Station, luggage locker 2150. Collect this assignment promptly and take it to Die Ark in Nordvik.
it's
Oh,
Sunday,
bro.
November 27th, 2:30 a.m. The police collected the assignment from the luggage locker and are sitting in the house of Heineke with an employee of the company anxiously awaiting the next call. Cor von Hout has changed things. They are no longer the Eagle.
Yeah, I guess I could understand that. Like, they took a gamble that they were too desperate to kill the kidnappers, but bro, that's still such a dangerous, like, gamble. Wasn't clarified, but I think they were bluffing and using the 10 days of silence to scare the cops.
Owl. The police are no longer the hare, but the mouse.
These are instructions for the mouse.
This is the owl. This is a
The
telephone
owl?
instruction for the driver, the mouse. Make notes. The driver, the mouse, will leave within 10 minutes in the orange Renault van with the 5 bags of ransom money. Instruction. The mouse drives to the Euro Motel on the A4 just past Schiphol in the direction of Amsterdam. Near the entrance to the Euro Motel, further instructions are buried under the right-hand lamppost. Follow these instructions precisely. Is this understood, and will this be carried out? Answer immediately with yes or no.
Yes, the instructions are understood. We are ready to leave.
If anybody follows the orange van, all deals will be cancelled forever.
A police officer follows the first set of instructions.
Dude.
At the Euro Motel,
Another, like, awesome thing is that all of their, like, negotiations were all Heineken reading out loud the instructions. It's so sick.
finds a note along with photos of Heineke and Doderer holding recently issued newspapers.
Drive to the southern province of Brabant, to the Texaco gas station called Zevenbergsche Hoek, alongside the A16 motorway between Breda and Dordrecht.
Upon arrival, the mouse is told to order a cup of coffee and wait for the call from the kidnappers.
Follow the road to Breda. A plastic container is buried under a milestone along the way.
Retrieving the letter, the mouse reads,
Drive toward Antwerp in Belgium and take the Rijsbergen turnoff.
Okay, bro, you're telling me to do too much. I'm sorry. You're actually telling me to go on like the One Piece adventure, bro. No, this is doing too much.
Via Tilburg.
Go here, go there, go over there. No, actually, go back. Oh, you thought I was there? Look behind you.
A27. After taking the Demeerne turnoff.
Look at this, bro. You have me traveling half of Europe.
Towards Bizet Avenue in the Utrecht neighborhood Velgelegen.
Oh, hell no.
Instructions are buried close to a numbered lamppost in the area of De Hommel restaurant.
Digging up the plastic container, the mouse finds another note. In the
After 20 hours of road tripping, they found a buried note, and under a lamppost where the mouse or where the owl told them they would find one of Heineken's fingers.
Car keys.
And there it was, Heineken's left testicle.
Transfer the ransom from your car into the Ford. Then take the Auden.
A vacation in disguise, yeah. The most stressful vacation ever. If you don't get to a city that's 3 hours away in less than 3 hours, the guy's dead.
Motel in Arnhem to await further instructions. On the front seat next to you is a walkie-talkie under a piece of cloth. It is turned on. Remove the cloth, but do not touch the walkie-talkie. It is strictly prohibited for you to touch the walkie-talkie. Any instructions given to the mouse, the driver by the owl, have absolute priority and must be carried out immediately. The owl.
The green Ford Taunus was easy enough to spot, A woman's bicycle was strapped to the roof. Although the officer couldn't see it, it also had a single French headlight, which emitted a distinct yellow glow compared to the usual white. It was now almost 7 a.m., and the driver had been on the road for hours with no end in sight.
Poor guy, the one cop that had to do all this. Oh, poor guy, he's been driving for the whole 24 hours.
He drives over the Marsbergen overpass.
This is the owl with instructions for the mouse. This message has priority. This message has absolute priority. This is the owl with instructions for the mouse. Reduce speed to 60 kilometers per hour and follow the crash barrier. Stop at the red road cones. Put the bags containing the money into the hole that you will find there. Afterwards, follow your instructions. This message has absolute priority. This message has absolute priority.
Okay, bro, I heard you the first 50 times.
Spots the cones and comes to a dead stop. In front of him is a hole. Cor von Hout's plan was an elaborate scavenger hunt. He would lead the police down various twists and turns for hours, constantly keeping him moving. Only to jump on the mouse at the last moment. The police officer did not stop at a river, a set of vacuum tubes, or a houseboat. He stops at an overpass.
There they were.
It was found after driving more than 1,000 kilometers across the Netherlands.
1,000 kilometers? You had me driving 1,000 kilometers. This message has absolute priority.
An overpass that met a few very specific conditions.
What were the conditions, bro? What were these conditions?
Standing on the edge of a field around 800 meters from the overpass, he is equipped with binoculars and a walkie-talkie. This vantage point means he can easily see the approaching car, but he is also visible to helicopters. Since he's located near an army base, the men decide to disguise him in an army uniform, both for camouflage from above and as a convenient excuse in case he runs into a farmer or hiker. Jan Boulaert, driver. Boulaert is behind the wheel of the getaway van. As the mouse approaches, he slowly drives the Hanomag under the overpass to ensure that it cannot be spotted from above. Frans Meyer, spotter 2. Frans gets out of the Hanomag and crouches in some nearby bushes. He watches the overpass, ensuring that the police officer is not followed, and letting the rest know over the walkie-talkie once he has left. Cor von Hout. Von Hout is sitting in the back of the van, ready to grab the cash. He hears the mailbag slide down the storm drain into the underpass. As Cor exits the vehicle, he hears the faint sounds of helicopters overhead.
Oh no.
Within 30 seconds, all 5 are in the van. Frans quickly checks that the mouse has left. They had chosen a stretch of highway without a roundabout close by, ensuring he could not turn around and come back.
That's smart.
It's a tense drive. There's no sign they are being followed, and within 10 minutes they reach their final destination, a forest clearing near Zeist. The transfer happens in one smooth motion. Boulaert takes his foot off the gas, shifts down, and uses his handbrake to prevent the brake lights from turning on. If anyone was watching, they wouldn't know that the car had briefly stopped. Just slow enough to hop out, Meyer and von Hout pull out the cash as he drives off with the van.
Bro.
They quickly pull the 5 mailbags over to where they buried several large plastic drums. Removing the top layer of dirt, they take out 2 sleeping bags and spread them over the forest floor. Sliced open with a penknife, 2 of the bag's contents are emptied and scanned with a frequency detector, stashed in the drums beforehand. They scan for any tracking devices hidden in the cache.
What is a frequency detector? Is that the type of thing that they use in ghost hunting? Is that what that is?
The sound of helicopters seem to come closer and closer.
Dude.
As the bags are dropped into the drums, each man removes his disguise. Wigs, gloves, and bulletproof vests join the weapons, coats, and other equipment already in the drum.
Bulletproof vests, my guy.
Cor kneels down and pushes dirt over the lids. Frans places leaves and branches on top. The drums are nearly impossible to spot. Under their jackets,
they come back like a few days later to get the money. They can't find it.
Already wearing a race biking outfit. Recovering 2 silver race bikes from a nearby bush, the men hop on and get on the road.
This is
After 2 years of planning and 2 long weeks of
so complex.
It was over. Cor van Hout, Willem Holleder, Frans Meyer, Jan Boulaert, and Martin Airkamps had executed the most elaborate kidnapping scheme in European history. Adjusted for inflation, they collected a staggering 74.6 million euros.
Until they were caught.
Until now, everything seemed and was orchestrated perfectly.
Until the nose had made the fatal mistake. The money had a tracking device that was new technology from the army that couldn't be picked up by frequency detectors.
But they missed something. On the 16th of November, the Heineken Corporation received a letter the police later called Item 547. It mentioned three names in connection with the wood workshop at the Heining: Cor van Hout, Jan Boulaert, and Frans Meyer. The tipster also mentioned their business dealings. This tip was never released to the public, but it led to the eventual capture of all suspects.
Dude.
It's speculated that during the kidnapping, the police had no substantial leads. It was the golden tip that actually brought the group into light. Whether the police would have eventually found them without it is a different matter.
I don't think they would have. I really don't think they would have.
They would have had otherwise. The anonymous tip came one day after the first ransom rally should have taken place. The police's gamble paid off. If the ransom drop-off had gone according to the plan of Cor van Hout, they had 24 hours before the police even got the tip, giving them a much better chance for escape.
What?
2 days after they hid the cash, Cor van Hout starts to notice that he's being followed by undercover police. Realizing that they've been found out, the men go back to retrieve 15 of the 35 million guilders, splitting it between the 5 of them. They then parted ways, promising each other that they would meet up again, as they always did, on New Year's Day in 1983 to retrieve the rest of the money. Jan Boulaert and Martin Airkamps were arrested first. Intercepted by police on their way to free Heineken and Doderer. They still had their split of cash on them, which was confiscated.
How long?
Was sentenced to 12 years in 1984.
12 years?
Due to his more limited involvement, Martin Airkamps was sentenced to 8 years.
More limited involvement still gets 8 years.
On Monday, December 5th, 1983, the rest of the ransom money, along with all other heist equipment, was found. According to police, a hiker had allegedly stumbled across several packs of 200 $100 bills. Frans Meyer turned himself in on December 28, 1983, after allegedly burning 3 million guilders in a manic frenzy, which funnily enough is only half of what he, according to Cor van Hout, had with him.
What?
Due to his psychological state during the first span of his incarceration, Frans was eventually put in the Pieterbaan Center for Psychological Evaluation. He managed to escape from the center and fled to Paraguay, where he started a family and ran a restaurant for many years. He was eventually tracked down in 1995 by Dutch crime journalist Peter R. de Vries.
What?
In 2002, he was extradited to the Netherlands.
This man committed the most elaborate kidnapping in history, got away with how many millions, burnt half of it, went to a psych ward, escaped the psych ward, went to Paraguay, started a family, and then got caught by the police. That is so awesome.
Where he served until his release in 2005.
That is sick.
Willem Holleder
that's awesome.
The police until the 29th of February, 1984. They had fled to Paris together, but they were eventually traced back to their friend's apartment through phone calls they had made to loved ones in the Netherlands. Cor van Hout was assassinated on the 24th of January 2003 in Amstelveen. The perpetrator was convicted in January 2019. His former best friend, Willem Holleder, the nose.
Oh, bro. Ah, that's the end. Damn, that was really cool. That was that was the best part. Man did all of that only to get caught in the end. That's crazy. Also, I didn't really understand that tip. Who gave them the tip? Because that was the only way that they like actually got caught, right? That's the only way that they got caught. They need to study that, I'm afraid. I think they were basically scanning for signals since tracking devices have to emit those to work. Ah, I see. Yeah, but that's just one thing that I really didn't understand. Like, how did that... Like, who gave them the tip? I didn't really catch that. Did it say it was like a hiker? Who was the... Who gave them the tip that, like, led to their arrest? The tip may have been the nose or the guy who went into the psych ward. Oh, it was one of the two. Ah, a snitch. I see. I see. So yeah, it was probably the guy that went into the psych ward. Yeah, I think it was probably him. Damn. The nose guy killed the other guy, and the other guy was clearly going through it. Yeah. Oh, damn. That was really interesting. Damn. WLE robot recommendation. That was great. But I think that is gonna be it from me, guys. I'm kind of tired. I also gotta do some work still today, so that's probably gonna be it from me. 3-hour stream? Oh, absolutely not. No. I was gonna play some games, but I just kind of decided, nah. Meh. I don't really feel like playing games. That is kind of loud. But yeah, I would, but I don't really feel like it. I don't feel like it. So yeah, that is gonna be it from me, guys. I appreciate y'all stopping by for today. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you. Guys, if you're up late because of me, go to sleep. Yeah, you deserve the rest. Have yourselves a damn good one, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. See ya. Bye bye.